Well, howdy, folks. Daryl Keith Norman again here. And this is this week's episode, the 18th one we've done so far. Thanks to all you who have stuck through them all. This is more Daryl Keith Norman than anybody should have to listen to. Um, but I'm pleased that you are. Um, like I've said before, I'm trying to do a song a week for 52 weeks. I may take a couple weeks off when we go to Hawaii, but um, that won't be till August. But I want to do 52 songs and just have them up and have people listen to them and hopefully like them. And so, anyway, here is this week's song, co-written with my good friend Tom Botkin. It's called See You Through My Eyes. And we're going to play it here and then come back and chat about it a little bit on the other side. All right, here we go.
You're wearing don't look good on you. You look into the mirror and wish there was something else you could do. I swear I just don't know what you wanna see. 'Cause from where I stand, what I see looks perfect to me. If you could only see you through my eyes, girl, you could see everything about you is just the way that it should be. On the inside, on the outside, you're beautiful every time. If you could only see you through my eyes. Sometimes I wake before the sun comes up just to watch you sleep. I can feel you breathe and hear your heartbeat next to me. No makeup needed, just your skin against my skin. Has anybody ever been in the kind of love I need? If you could only see you through my eyes, girl, you could see everything about you is just the way that it should be. On the inside, on the outside, you're beautiful every time. If you could only see you through my eyes. How much perfection can one heart take? It's only forever at stake. If you could only see you through my eyes, girl, you could see everything about you is just the way that it should be. On the inside, on the outside, you're beautiful every time. If you could only see you through my eyes. If you could only see you through my eyes.
Okay, that was See You Through My Eyes, co-written with my good friend Tom Botkin. Um, Tom and I have written a bunch of songs together, and there's more to come if we can just get our schedules worked out. I love writing with Tom because he's had the same experiences as me, kind of, and so we're really good friends, number one, and so we kind of know what the other one's looking for and is thinking, and it's a lot of fun because you don't have to spend an hour sitting there going, well, what are we going to write about? Uh, we usually have an idea or two. We work together at our day gig, and we're always throwing ideas back and forth at each other and thoroughly enjoying the time we have doing it. By the time we actually sit down with a blank sheet of paper and a guitar, we've got a good idea of what we want to do. And Tom tends to bring out the best in me, and I think I kind of bring out the best in Tom. Um, we complement each other really well. Um, and finding a good co-writer is hard. I've had several through the years, and I value them more than money because it's like it's so hard to find somebody who you can really click with. It doesn't happen with everybody. I mean, in Nashville, they'll hook you up all over town with a bunch of different people to write with, and they say, well, this guy wrote this song good, this guy wrote this song good, let's get them together and see what they come up with together. But it doesn't always click. um, it can always be fun. I never like to throw out something that we've done, but to find somebody you click with is really hard to do, and Tom's one I really click with. uh, he's a wonderful writer, even on songs that I have nothing to do with. I just sit there and go, wow, that's just wonderful, Tom. um, and he's had success with his biggest hit was Bonfire for Craig Morgan, so go look that one up. That's a good song. um, anyway, um, this song that we were doing, we were sitting there talking about our wives, which we do a lot, and we talk about them behind their back, and we're both very conscious of the fact that we're both very lucky that we have found the life partners that we've got, and they actually enable us to be able to follow our dream and do what we do. But I think we all tend to look at ourselves in the mirror and be critical, and I think everybody does that. But one of the things about our wives, we were talking about it, is like they're looking at themselves in the mirror and they're just being so critical of themselves, and it's like, you're perfect for me. And it's like, if you could only see you through my eyes. And I'm always fascinated with eyes. I even before I was married, I would search people's eyes, and I remember my wife's eyes were one of the reasons why I thought she was so beautiful, because they were so, it's like they saw everything, and they saw everything in a better light than what it actually was. My wife had a tendency to just see everything as beautiful, and it made her beautiful. And so you will see in a lot of my songs, I tend to write about eyes a lot. John Denver had a hit back in the 70s called Come and Let Me Look in Your Eyes, and that was the first time I ever really sunk in. It's like, what is she seeing through those eyes that makes her fall in love with you? Well, what we tried to do with this song is, what she doesn't realize is that we're looking through our eyes, and what we see is perfection. And that doesn't mean my wife hasn't ever made a mistake, hadn't ever gotten mad at me. She has, and will probably continue to do so until I die. But she's perfect. I can't think of another woman in the world who'd put up with me, and she tends to not even mind. And that's just amazing to me. And it's like, if she could see, she'll go in there and say, well, I need to lose weight, or, I'm starting to have a gray hair here and there. And it's like, it, it's going to have to, I mean, she could be in a car crash and ruin all her features, and she'd still be the most beautiful person in the world, as far as I'm concerned. And that's kind of what this song is about, is if you could see you through my eyes, then maybe you would see why I fell in love with you. And I think, we all have a tendency to go, well, why? I mean, what do they see in me? And it's like, I often wonder what she ever saw in me, because I don't think I bring a whole lot to the table. It's like, I'm kind of ashamed of it at times, and it's like I try and do the best I can, but she's just so naturally perfect for me. And Tom felt the same way about his wife, and so we were just sitting there and talking about that, and said, well, why don't we just write that? So that's what we did. We sat down and wrote this song. I hope you like it. I'm really proud of it, and it says something that I've always wanted to say and never was able to say it quite as well as what we were able to do together. And I thoroughly enjoyed the writing session with Tom. Every writing session with Tom is just fun. It doesn't matter what we're writing about. It's like we just have a blast together. And then going in with the band and doing it up in the demo, and hearing it come to life, that's always super exciting for me. And I hope you liked it. And we'll see you next week. Once again, anybody who wants to contact me, I'll leave my contact information at the end of this. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next week.